What's up, guys? Verdugo29 back with you again, and we are here, and by we I mean myself with the Miendoge Jack and with the Bee's Knees Adam.
Hello.
I think Charles is lurking. I can't remember. I think you left though.
Charles is dead.
All right. Anyway, so we are all integral parts of this GBA, and we are giving you the recap. It's been a while since we actually did the recap. We initially did one, but the recording wasn't done correctly, and a lot of stuff's happened. Basically, just a quick disclaimer to start this tournament off, guys. We just want to inform you that Jesse and Vincent have decided not to be a part of the GBA. They weren't able to find the time, which is fine, you know. Sometimes you can't find the time, but it just means that, you know, it's going to be a 10-man tournament now, not an 11-man tournament. But there are going to be 11 rounds because that's just the way that it was set up initially. The way that it was done, and they were in a couple of battles, so we will show the battles that they were in. But yeah, I think that basically covers everything, right?
Yep. What's that terrible? Alright.
Okay, so we're gonna begin with the first battle we actually had in the GBA, which was Adam's team, the Kansas Cocooners, against Will's team, the Relatively Superiors. So if we're all ready, boys, I think we will start the recording. Not the recording, the battle. Okay.
Duel versus Infinite. Let's go.
Alright. So straight off the bat, I mean, I would have stayed in with Infernape then. I didn't see the problem going like for a fire punch right there. But
I mean, okay, I thought all bayonets should be physical attackers. That's why I burned him.
yeah, at that moment, Adam knew he fucked up.
I mean, 165 base attack. I don't know why you're not.
I believe this was a Specs Selgor as well.
Yeah.
We just knocked him.
Flamethrower.
Unfortunately, Mew gets burned by the flamethrower, which is like a 10% chance, which is unfortunate.
And I can't get burned back.
And now Mew's kind of screwed because it can't do shit to Sableye. So it goes back into a Selgor. Probably going to try and go for the Bug Buzz again, but it's just switching to Garchomp. Hits him up with the HP ground, predicting Heatran, so easiest play of Adam's life right there. Missing Surge like a boss. Don't know why you didn't go for Rocks, but you didn't.
Look, I'm too real, but this is a fancy play.
Gets off the Endeavor, dies, but here's where things could have been really bad. Starts to hit the Cotton Guard as rocks go up, and unfortunately for Will, as you guys will see, Adam runs Dragon Tail, so
this was a last-minute decision.
That probably would have won Will the battle if he could keep that thing alive. That would have won in the battle, most definitely.
Spoiler alert.
But yeah, I mean, well, they've already seen your battle. If they follow PokePals, they would have already seen your recording of this battle. So.
All right, so.
So Electros is putting in. I mean, Electros is feeling it now.
Oh yeah.
And now Mew's in a bit of a pickle. Out to Zappy, which doesn't really do that much, to be honest. Like taunting is nice, but he doesn't really have a switch in for T-Bolt other than Heatran, I suppose.
I didn't know T-Bolt would do that much.
It did a good chunk. Didn't decide to recover, decided to switch out straight away because he's a scrub. Thrift Shopping comes in, takes it.
If I recovered, I would have died.
Takes it like a champion, out to Bishop. Honestly, I don't know why he didn't stay in with Zapdos there, but he didn't. Bishop's looking pretty real right now, too. For some reason, he chooses to sub. For some reason... Yeah, here's the thing. He chose to sub and Sucker Punch before he even considered using Knockoff, and that's what grinded my gears.
He doesn't know Knockoff. That's the thing. He was telling me that after the battle.
That was a misplay then. He definitely should have run Knockoff, knowing he had shit like Porygon 2 to deal with. But anyway.
And then he switches.
That's hardly more important.
I don't know why he switched. He should have predicted me to heal there.
Fortunately, Burnett also has Prankster, so it can fall asleep first, and now he gets to waste a few sleep turns if it wants to, but instead he makes a good aggressive play out to a Selgor, predicting the recover. And now he just needs to predict Heatran to come in, and he can get some good, clean damage off. Unfortunately, he's a scrub and doesn't do it.
Then he sacked Zapdos because
which is a terrible play. He just should have sacked Mew first. Mew was the much easier sack. Now he goes back into a Selgor. You don't really have a switch of hidden power. I mean, you could have gone out to Electros. You could have gone out to Electros, but you decided not to. Okay, here's where I don't understand why he didn't go into his Burnett, because Burnett could have set up against Heatran. Yeah. But he chose not to. Now he's going to sack Mew for some reason. I'm just saying, he could have brought in Burnett against a few of these Pokemon. He could have put him in the finest, but unfortunately not. But for some reason, Heal Bell Mew was nice too. But it is basically going to be all over now. Banette's going to get taunted. It's got one more turn of sleep after this, so Adam can just fire off that knockoff. Does a clean amount of damage. But the Dark Pulse here does get the flinch, which makes things interesting, because now the taunt's over. So that's Carmine up here. Now, the knockoff there would have been interesting.
And then I Mega Evolve so I can take anything he wants to throw at me.
Yeah. So the unfortunate thing, I guess, as well, was that I think it was a speed tie between you two.
Yeah.
But now
Also,
Bishop was, okay, here's where he definitely misplayed. For some reason, he chose to sub when he could have iron-headed. And I don't think it would have won the match because Electros was at decent HP, but it definitely could have done something. So that was the first battle, guys. We're going to move on to the next one. Alrighty, guys, so we are back, and we are going to start up the next battle in a second between Tom and Frank. So Tom obviously is the Arizona Rattatas, and Frank is the San Francisco Volcaronas, I think.
Just to say, Tom has the best team, 10 out of 10.
So, yeah, we were expecting this to be pretty close, but we're going to start it now, and you'll see. So, pretty good lead matchup for Frank, as he reveals Taunt, which is so annoying for Tom, because Tom's team, as you can see, does not really appreciate being taunted. Steelix is going to come out. I don't even think he has a Rapid Spinner either. He has Sand Slash, I guess. Besides the Mega Evolve with Steelix, which is interesting.
What, Jack?
If I recall correctly, the Sand Slash is not a Rapid Spin.
Oh yeah, it didn't. So I don't know, if you're going to run that stupid Rattata, you might want to get hazards out of the way.
Yeah. Bulletproof just coming through right there. Then decides to go to Chansey against a Chesnaught, which was interesting.
Dude, Red Slime.
Predicts the Drain Punch, goes straight out. Decides to Taunt instead because Frank's an absolute whoremonger. Frank then goes out to Jealous and gets absolutely wrecked by Knockoff, and that is going to be a clean, easy kill. So Tom actually gets the first kill of this battle, and that was interesting. I'm not going to lie. But now here comes Dugtrio, going for the final Gambit. So technically, I guess that's a kill for Sandslash, that stayed in and survived.
Yeah.
See, but the thing is that now, if Tom had been able to Rapid Spin, he would have gone for it there, and now...
I also don't know why he can go into Steelix there to bait in the other thing. The thing is, the only way Tom can actually win from here is if he's able to set up with Omastar.
And everything on Frank's team has Taunt, for God's sakes.
Yeah, Tom didn't really appreciate that by the end of the battle, but it just happened that way. Crocodile's going to come in with that Intimidate, as Steelix is going to reveal that it's a Rest, Sleep Talk, Curse, Gyro Ball set, which means that Chesnaught walls it for days, goes out to Chansey, gets taunted. This is like just...
Yeah.
Chansey gets knocked off, can't really do much about that. Goes with the Seismitoss, does absolutely nothing to Crocodile. Crook can now get Rocks up, which is even worse now for Tom. Tom's just hating life right now. Can't do anything, he's going to die to the EQ, crit didn't matter. And now Tom's going to try and, do something, go to Hippowdon, which can kind of deal with this thing, I guess. Am I commentating too much? I feel like I am.
No, it's fine.
No, man. You're pro commentator here. You have the biggest channel.
Venusaur took way too much from that EQ.
The plant comes in. The plant, it goes for the Giga Drain. The Hungry, it goes down. It drops. The plant's back. The plant's back to full health. Steel Snake comes in. Steel Snake
It's time to get down.
It's all over. It's all over. Air horn time.
Because the thing is, he has Chesnaught just chilling, waiting, and Gyro won't do anything to it.
Which is funny.
I'm not showing the chat, but Tom was very, very salty in the chat.
And then he gets off another Spikes just for insult on injury.
Yeah, and he doesn't even need to switch Chesnaught at this stage either.
He can just stay in all day.
But I think Tom tries to make a play. He can't use Sleep Talk because he's taunted. It's just absolutely Frank being the absolute troll. In comes Rattata, as Chesnaught's going to go straight for the Drain Punch. Poor Tom. So now he only has one chance, and that's with Omastar, to go for the Shell Smash. But of course, if Frank is able to fire off that Drain Punch, it's probably going to do enough to kill him, as it does. So Chesnaught then is going to be able to wall the Steelix. So Frank picks up a pretty...
Tom's a quitter, guys. Tom's a quitter.
Yeah, so Frank picks up a nice 4-0 victory in that one. We are now going to move on to the next battle.
Just tell me when to start.
Alrighty, guys. So we have the next battle, which is Jack of the Maryland Miendoge against Charles of the oh, I knew this one. It was the Farfetch something.
It was like the no, it was the Jubilife Jump Ups.
That's it. It's Jubilife Jump Ups. Jubilife Jump Ups. That's right. So, guys, for your entertainment purposes, we are going to pass this now over to Jack to commentate. All right, Jack, it's all you.
And 3.
Okay, so he's going to leave with his Zard, and I'm going to leave with my Zapdos. He has to switch. He has to switch. Doesn't matter which Zard he is. He's Zard X. I'm going to Volt Switch. See you later, bitch. And I'm going to go out straight to my freaking Slowbro because no matter what, he can't do anything. So here I'm going to Thunder Wave to paralyze anything that comes in. The Amoonguss comes in. And that's fine for me because I'm like, damn, son. Smoke weed every day. Because he can't do anything. So I'm going to go after this. He's going to Spore me, thinking he can hurt me. But I'm going to Fire Punch. I'm going to Fire Punch him so hard straight in his dick. Does he have a dick? I don't know. But he's going to Clear Spore. I don't know why. So now I'm going to go for the Fire Punch again. But he's going sad in Gliscor. It's physically offensive Gliscor up against my completely physically offensive Gutra. I can't do crap. So I'm going to switch. I'm going to discard me. Can he touch discard me? I don't think so. Sword Stance. Why would he do that? I don't know. I'm like, damn, son. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Does absolutely nothing. So what can he do to me? Not much. I'm going to set up my hazards. He has no way to get rid of hazards. The Togekiss is on default. So I'm going to set up spikes, Legos, all over the floor. So, gonna ruin. Gonna Phase Clan. Gonna freaking Quick Scope for days. And Waterfall's gonna actually drop me here. Which is unfortunate. But, you know, we all good.
He Dragon Dances for some reason.
Yeah, but out comes the Charizard, and you know what happens now? My Skarmory drops. But guess what happens next?
Many thanks.
Out comes up here, and you know what happens? Yeah. Up here after Slowbro. What? Yes?
Yep.
I had a little too much fun. Megacorn does absolute jack shit because I'm a freaking Slowbro. You think I heard a Slowbro, bro? Bitch, I don't think so. And now, let me play a sad song as I sweep the rest of his team.
Beautiful.
You haven't even. You played that song saying you're gonna sweep him. You haven't even swept him yet.
I know.
Watch, I'm sweeping right now. Watch this sweep right here, right now. Boom, sweep.
Nah, man. I won't believe it.
I'm fine.
I can't believe it's not butter.
But it's Burn Stash.
Look at that Gliscor eating up that hit. That did like 0 damage.
He's living.
We live.
Why does Gliscor have Roost?
Because he's real.
You guys ready? Watch. Alright, so now, admittedly, I didn't sweep, technically, but I held control the rest of the battle, and now that we're at the end, you know what I think happened?
What?
Oh, baby, it's triple! Oh, yeah!
And anyway, yeah, guys, anyway, yeah, Jack won, if you didn't realize.
How many subs did we just lose?
Jack,
how many subs did we just lose?
You fight me?
Alright.
Yes.
Anyway, we are going to now move on to the next battle, guys.
You just do better than
Alright, guys. Okay, so we're going to the next battle, which is myself, the Blackthorn Bishops, up against Aiden of the Alabama Bohemians. I was actually not looking forward to this battle, but you know what? We're just going to go with it. We're going to kick this thing off right now. So, he leaves out with Durant. I let out with Rotom. Wife's job just to put in the finest. Easy Volt Switch right here, but I decided actually to double instead into Weezing, predicting him to be Hustle. Jump again into Celebi, and he goes to a Gold. So, eating that up. This is a nasty pass. Actually, no, this is a Swords Dance pass, Celebi. I realized that. I decided to Baton Pass, predicting him. Go back out to my Rotom, which is actually Choice Specs. Go for the trick, so that doesn't fly on Dumbreon, which kind of sucks. So now I'm forced to switch out again into my Blissey, which doesn't work out for me because he goes out to Durant. So now I have to go back out to Weezing. But I eat up that Iron Head. It turns out he wasn't running Hustle, so that worked out really well for me because I probably would have lost. But I get up the T-Spikes because I don't see a spinner on his team, or a defogger. He goes to the Psychic, he does absolutely nothing, so I can get my second layer. Probably wasn't my best play.
Absolutely nothing.
Wasn't my
It does
best.
absolutely nothing over half HP.
I mean, I thought that would have killed my Weezing, but it didn't. So I got both of my layers up, which is nice. Then I'm going to go for the Wish, and here's where I probably could have gone into Weezing if I'm honest, but I decided not to. I really should have, but instead I actually got into my Celebi, which is a bad play on my part. I should have gone into Weezing to be aggressive, but unfortunately I'm going to go into Camera Up now though, and that's more like eating it up. My Humps is not going to do too much in this battle though. As he goes out to Altaria, I can get up Rocks now, which is nice. I actually predict him here to want to go for the D-Dance with Altaria, but he actually goes for Return, which kind of hurts, but I can roar this bitch straight out into Ludicolo.
Now Altaria gets toxic.
Yeah, which is nice. Now I'm going to pull the switch back out to Celebi because I know that he can't do shit to me. He's going to knock off, which has a little bit of damage, I guess. But it's not really that bad for me because I can just switch out now predicting. But you know what? Who even needs to? I decided to Baton Pass, knowing he's going to switch out, so I'm going to go back into Blissey. And now I've got a real opportunity, I feel. I really wanted to make the play now into freaking Weezing. So I wanted to Wish Pass into Weezing because judging on how well I took that last hit from Durant, I could take it. But unfortunately, he crits with the Iron Head. Now, if that Iron Head didn't crit, Weezing was back up to full health, and I had him walled.
Dude, a clean hit. Crit didn't matter.
That one did matter. If you saw, yeah, it would have mattered. But it doesn't matter in the end. I'm going to keep on just trying to force the issue here. He foul plays my camera, which is way more than I thought it would. I'm going to fire off an Earthquake.
Yeah, what the heck?
I'm basically just going to
running Earthquake.
I'm basically going to try and just break down this Umbreon a little bit more. As he goes to the Wish, I'm going to roar him out into Durant, which actually isn't too bad because I'm hoping I can live the hit from Durant, but unfortunately Superpower will kill me, which kind of sucks because now Camera Up's down. So basically all of my Durant counters are gone. So basically I should be losing. I shouldn't be able to win. So I'm going to V-Switch. Special defensive Umbreon is not going to take a Choice Specs Volt Switch, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Out to Blissey again. He goes out to Durant. In hindsight, I probably should have ran Fire Blast over Seismic Toss, but, you know, mistakes were made. He predicted me to switch. He predicted me to switch, so I'm going to go for Wish. He then doubles again, predicted me to switch, and I'm going to be able to go back out to my Rotom. Probably wasn't my best play, but I made it anyway. Get a double back into Celebi, because I know this thing's probably going to try and do some shenanigans. Get my health back up. Honestly, I wanted to predict Durant here, but I decided to SD regardless, which actually turns out great for me, because this is the turn that I could have won the battle, guys. If I'd gone for the switch out to Tyranitar, maybe I could have actually done something here. Unfortunately, I choose not to, and I go for the recover instead. Honestly, though, it didn't matter, because I found out later on that his Durant is actually Choice Scarf, so even if I Baton Pass out to T-Tar, wouldn't have made much difference. I actually Baton Pass out to Rotom here. But,
because you have physical Rotom, obviously.
He X-Scissors and crits my Bessie, which kind of sucks, but, you know, shit happens.
Okay, it looks like you're going to lose, let's be honest here.
I wasn't feeling confident. I V-switched on the Altaria, which is a nice chunk. I know that my best way of winning is with Rotom. I can spam Hydro. I can basically spam Hydro soon and win. So Blissey isn't going to get this kill. It's actually for Weezing because of the Toxic Spike, which is nice coming back from the grave to get a kill. Durant is now weakened to the point where it will actually die to a Hydro Pump from Rotom. So this is where it got critical. Rotom Hydro Pumping was basically my only way to win because I was Specs. Unfortunately, I missed the first Hydro on Cresselia. Then he tries to make a play, not realizing that I'm Specs.
This is the worst play ever!
And that actually changes the entire complexion of the game. Because now my Rotom can 2-hit KO his Cresselia, take the Psychic, and I can live the X-Scissor from Durant. So I hit my second Hydro, and now I'm in a perfect position, because now Ludicolo comes in. I don't have to play any games. Ludicolo's almost dead. I go straight out to Celebi, as he's going to go for the Giga. I don't have to play any silly games to lose this battle now, guys. I'm just going to play smart. If he crits me with Durant, then yeah, sure, it's over. I'm going to let Durant kill my Celebi, because it's Scarf. There's nothing I can do about that. And then all I got to do is live his hit with Rotom and fire off a Choice Specs Volt Switch, and I can do it. So, I get off the Volt Switch, I get an unnecessary crit, and I somehow scrape away with a first round victory.
GG Areno, friends.
I don't know how, but it just happened. It was pretty lucky, I'm not going to lie, guys. I did get a bit fortunate. It sucked that my Weezing got crit, but then I was able to get some justice. He told me afterwards that he thought that I was actually Chesto Resto Rotom, and so he predicted me to go for Volt Switch, and that's why he went out to Lando. Or he predicted me to switch out to Celebi against Cresselia, because he knew that I could wall that, and so he was going to have to Lando to make the play to win. So that just worked out in my favor. We're going to move on to the next one. Alright guys, it's time for the last battle of the first round, which is Matt, who is the Pittsburgh Steelixes, up against John, who is the... Oh my god, he's the Frederick something, isn't he?
Frederick Talent? No, he's the Bloom of... No, wait, that's Jesse.
Florida Talonflames, let's go.
Florida Talonflames. Alright, cool. This is the last battle of the round to finish it off. So, I'll let Adam take this one.
Ready?
Alright.
Go.
Alright, we're starting. So he leads with Sylveon and Noivern, which is a pretty shitty matchup for Matt. So he goes into the special defensive Credilli. He eats that hit. And maybe he goes for Toxic. I kind of forgot. He goes for the Stealth Rocks to get his rocks up, which I guess is bad for Entei and Dragonite. He eats up the Dragon Pulse and poisons the Water Hole. So now Credilli can kind of, I guess he switches, but Credilli could have just sat there and just drank up all the hits. But if he wants to switch into a Poison type on a Psychic type, I won't judge. He goes into the Entei, he goes for the SD, gets a speed boost. He doesn't have Protect for some reason. The Extreme Speed wouldn't have killed, so I don't know why he almost sacks Starmie. Then he goes into Ferrothorn, gets the Iron Barbs damage, sure, but this is an Entei. Congratulations. So he goes for the Protect. He switches back down to Noivern, who he has Bulldoze for some reason, and then Sylveon, and he misses the Air Slash, but I doubt it would have done much. Credilli is here. Hyper Voice does a little too much, and then he goes into Ferrothorn. Dude, Hyper Voice is just killing Matt, and then out to Latias, double Twitch.
Is a monster.
Dude, it is. He goes for a U-turn, gets the clean crit, and he goes back into Scolipede.
I don't confirm dead.
Why is he playing around with Scolipede? And then Entei comes to E-Speed. So, but he goes. It's nice. He gets the Copper Slide. All right, someone kick Aiden from the call. He misses the Sacred Fire, which sucks. The Extreme Speed gets another crit, so crit on crit action here. The U-turn kills the poor Entei. That's a shitty way to die. Noivern versus Sylveon round 3. The Air Slash, I don't know why he did that, but he overpredicts, so it's all good. He goes into the Victini predicting the Latias, I guess, and he's just going to go for a clean U-turn. I probably would have sacked the Latias, but that's fine. He goes into Hitmonlee, and he probably could get the fake out, but that was smart going into the Ferrothorn. I think Matt's going to protect here to scout the high jump kick miss.
We got Blaze Kick roll.
Yeah, he's got Blaze Kick for some reason. And then Noivern. What? Yeah. What's with all the crits?
Why is he so edgier, though? I don't understand that.
I mean, that was a risky play. I think anything would have killed Noivern's Frail. Yeah. The Psyshock was nice. And the Scald, alright, he gets rid of the Sylveon. So,
and
Matt, now, Matt, you want to play your sad music?
Jack, play it.
I mean, Jack.
Alright, let me find it. But I mean, that's for Matt. If you're John, you're just like.
By the way, if Matt stalled it first, he would have easily won.
I didn't mean to play that, but it applies.
Alright, so I think if Matt scalded with the Starmie first to get rid of the multi-scale, he would have won. But, oh well, poor Matt.
You might not
had a
won.
better chance.
So that is going to round up.
I'm still crying on the inside.
That's going to finish up the round 1 battles, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to PokePals World and also to my channel, Adam's channel, and Jack's channel. All will be in the description below. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's Verdugo29 and the gang, signing out.